Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you today. Let me tell you, we've been getting a lot of stuff this past week in regards to documents coming in from the DIA. We have Stargate maps. We have the information from the 29 Palms Marine Base. We also have the DIA files in regards to the wormholes. Let me tell you, there's a lot of information coming in right here at Third Phase of Moon, and it's daunting right now, but as you've been watching our latest updates on Third Phase of Moon, our episodes, we've been covering it as best as we possibly can. This is incredible stuff that's been coming in, and people are asking, how are we going to be able to read the entire documents that we've been receiving? A flood of documents coming in from declassified projects, the Wormhole, Stargate, again, even a possible Stargate spotted at Area 51. We've been blowing it up with all kinds of information coming in. So all this information, we're going to be working on a site so we could dump all the files so everybody could take a look at it for themselves, go over it. There's a lot of details, a lot of mathematical equations, a lot of physics behind it, a lot of information that, let me tell you, I haven't heard a lot of it before. This is kind of like a bunch of new news to us right here at Third Phase Moon. The panel is pumped in regards to some of the information we've been sharing. I hope you guys are enjoying what's been coming in right here at Third Phase Moon. Everybody on the premiere right here, we're giving a big shout out to everybody right now joining us on this live YouTube premiere. So I just want to clarify that some of the information that we've been receiving, well, basically a lot of it, and we're still getting a lot more in regards to wormholes, teleportation, and it goes on and on. So it's quite exciting. But in today's episode, we're going to be actually taking calls from the public. I know people want to share their stories, and we also have a video that I want to share with you right now in regards to the Monolith. The Monolith is kind of breaking the news over the past few months. From Utah, then across the planet, these monoliths are popping up. But did you know that there was a video in 2011 from the Antarctic? There was a mission done to the Antarctic, and these people were there shooting it. They landed in a remote area in their helicopter, and they noticed something. Well, actually, they didn't even notice it. They were just filming, doing some pans, and then all of a sudden, this weird monolith pops up. Take a look at this video. So it's right there. Do you see what I'm seeing? The camera person says there's this helicopter. There's the sun behind it. You barely can see the helicopter to the left, but if you look closely to the right, it appears to be a monolith straight up in the middle of nowhere in the Antarctic. What's it doing over there? Again, this is from 2011. This isn't news as of right now, over the past month, in regards to possible artists representing these monoliths. This, again, is out in the middle of nowhere. It's out of place. It does not make any sense. What the heck is going on? Why is the Antarctic basically, well, I know why the secrets are being hidden. It's all below the ice. But now that it's slowly melting, some of these discoveries are making an appearance. But again, in 2011, what is this monolith doing out in the middle of nowhere? It's mind-blowing. So let me tell you, a lot of stuff is starting to open up. People's minds are starting to open up. That there's technology out there that we have yet to possess for the public consumption. Basically, teleportation, logistics of traveling, all kinds of optimized issues that could be used to help mankind in regards to this technology. Are we ever going to see it? Is the public going to be able to utilize some of this stuff? Because right now we've been revealing over the past week incredible insight to secret projects, declassified information in regards to technology that needs to be revealed to the public. That's my opinion. I think that's what Third Phase of Moon's all about, is bringing the information to the public and letting them know that there's technology out there that we need. I want it. I think you want it too, because it would help us all. Imagine if we could get from one place to another in a snap. This would be amazing stuff. And I believe some of these conceptual projects that we've been revealing aren't conceptual projects at all. They're actually projects that are happening right now, and they're not telling us. So buckle up for more information. I've got even more files coming up in the next week in regards to teleportation and a whole bunch of other stuff. You're going to get your mind blown in regards to the information we're going to be revealing right here at Third Phase Moon. And if you missed out on some of the stuff, like the portal that was spotted over Area 51, the 29 Palms, United States Research Diagnostic Alien Facility. What the heck is that all about? Go back to some of our episodes on Third Phase Moon and make sure you check it out. Now, let's get to the calls. We got some people wanting to call in, so we want to share their story. So buckle up, everybody, and if you got a story you want to share with us, keep it down to about 5 minutes so we could get to as many callers as possible. Let's open up the lines, and let's do this. Area code 724, you're live on Third Phase Moon. Thanks for joining us. How you doing today?
Okay, this is Ginger Good Earth, and so I'm the 724 channel. I'm just trying to check. Okay, I have called before, and I have watched Third Phase of Moon for many years now, and I want to go over the lilac chair, which I had mentioned in the comment section on your program, and I am from New Kensington, the home of Alcoa Aluminum Corporation, 1890, and Allegheny Ludlam Corporation of 1891. And so I'm part of the industrial era of the Pittsburgh region. And I have experience of an eyewitness triangle, and also the, I don't want to really name the UFOs, but I have eyewitnessed 3 sets of 2 UFOs from my home. And I guess I've experienced a lot of fabulous UFOs, and I wanted to read you a poem that has insight on God, if I can.
You know, this is not a religious channel. We're a UFO channel, so if you're going to bring in religion, we kind of want to shy away from that. There's 2 different things in my opinion.
It's about the Laurel Caverns, and it'll give you insight that there's more to the light and the blackness, and there's a whole world out there, and it's about Laurel Caverns. It's very simple, but I'd like to read it. It might give you insight, because I will tell you, you know, I belong to the Rocket Club, I belong to the Astronomy Club, and I think that this poem would be very relevant, and it's very short, and then I want to talk about the lilac chair, which is very interesting. It's a modular lilac chair, and I feel that I have been a part of that program with abduction, and it was a very sincere care of myself, you know, being placed into this lilac chair, and so it's very supernatural. But I do want to read this poem. It's called Inside Laurel Caverns, which is very famous in the state of Pennsylvania. Gritty earth,
okay, let's hear it.
smelling darkness.
If it lasts for a few minutes, we got some time. Go ahead.
Okay. Inside Laurel Caverns, gritty earth, smelling darkness, water changing rock to sandy mud, stalagmites punching up like stilettos from the ground. No sound except echoes the walls throw back, distorted words into discordant melody. Drip, drip, drip. A Chinese water torture, a stone falling off the side. Listen for the clink when it hits an eternity later. Scrape your knees, crawling through a low passage. Lie on your back, turn off the light. A night sky, never seen from Earth, blinks on. Alone in a huge cavern, no light, no sound. Not even your breath, only silence and blackness pressing against you. So loud they roar. The incredible age squeezes on your skull, crushes your throat just before suffocation. Light and sound return, a cave again. Leaving, you blink at the sun and think, God must have lived there. So I wanted to express that we are more than just what appears to be as human beings, and that we have a soul. And my grandfather built the Holy Virgin Ukrainian Orthodox Church, and he carried a dream book, and he was super spiritual and a holy man. And I think many, many people all over the world have similar insights, and I think that's something I wanted to share. And I guess I've been extraordinary in the fact that I've had many experiences and eyewitness occasions, with, UFOs and sightings and extra supernatural beings. And I just wanted to share that. And do you have any questions?
But, I appreciate you calling in. It's an interesting script that you read for us. I think there's a connection. I think there's a lot of stuff we don't know about consciousness. Why are we even here? What's life? What's the big picture? What's up with these extraterrestrials? What's their agenda? There's a lot of questions that we need to get answered. That's for sure. I appreciate you calling in. We've got a lot of calls coming up, so we've got to get to them. But thanks for sharing that. Again, I wanted to let everybody know, people have been asking, how are we going to be able to look at these documents that we've been putting out, because there's a lot of them. Sometimes we're only sharing a few pages here and there, but some of these documents are 64 pages long in different subject matters, from teleportation to wormholes to stargates. It goes on and on. So again, we're working on a site where we could dump all the paperwork, all of it online, so everybody could read over it. So stay tuned for that. Now, we got a lot of people. We just got hit with a lot of people just wanting to call in. So let's get to area code 702. 702, you're live, Third Phase Moon. How you doing today?
Hello?
Yep, welcome to the show.
Oh, Jesus, I just got on the call. No way.
Well, you want to share something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to share something. So the other day, I was on my way home from work. I went by, by a Roberto's. It's like a Mexican thing, taco shop here. And I saw, on my way home, I was driving, and I don't know if it was anything out of the blue or anything crazy, but I think I saw a wormhole. And there was gargoyles coming out of this motherfucker. It was weird.
As of recently, we've been sharing technology from the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency, that they delved into wormhole technology, or they at least was trying to come up with a concept.
Right. Yeah, I've kept up with some of the things that the CIA has unveiled. And honestly, I don't know if it could be disinformation or if it could actually be genuine, because there's so much information circulating out there today. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the pages that we're receiving from the public, it seems to me they're very genuine. If somebody wanted to hoax this, they would have had to go through a lot of trouble and a lot of work. To me, it seems very genuine, and it seems like the DIA was actually intent on building one of these wormholes. So could you describe what this wormhole looked like?
Well, okay, it was in the sky, and I was driving down, and as I was driving, because I've heard things about wormholes like morphing. Sometimes it could be like a morphing figure, and as I was driving, it was just weird. Like, I saw things going in and out of it. Like, it was just weird. It's hard to explain. It looked like it looked like a shooting star kept going in and out of it, but it wasn't. Shooting stars go across the horizon. It just kept I don't know, man. It was completely weird as hell. And a friend of mine even posted it on Instagram that night too, on his story. And yeah, man. But I could have sworn last summer too, we were at a camping trip out in Georgia, And you know about chupacabras, right?
The chupacabra, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I saw a few of those along with my cousin Sam. We saw a fucking cabra. We were in the middle of Georgia. They were working a job out there, him and his brother, and they were doing something with a shapeshifter. It was interesting, and we met up. I was staying with. They were staying with us actually. We were all like staying at our uncle's and aunt's place up in near Gwinnett County, and they just got done working with the shapeshifter that was down in there. But yeah, they were handling something to do with a chupacabra, and that's the last time I saw a morphing sort of sinkhole like that. It was out in Georgia, and that's why I brought it back, because I hit up my cousin Dean, and he even told me the same thing. So I don't know, man. Something's definitely weird going on. Joe Biden's an alien. The president of the United States. It's weird. Like I appreciate
you call in. You know, we want to keep it away from religion, politics. That's not this channel. This channel is about UFOs, technology that's being hidden, that needs to be given to the public, information in regards to the unknown. But yeah, we want to stay out of this politics stuff. It's just too much going on. I don't care what side you're on. All I know is you're here at Third Phase of Moon to find out about the truth of this high-end exotic technology, this meta-propulsion craft, the extraterrestrial existence, UFO videos that the public capture, the testimony from the public. But I appreciate the caller, man. I appreciate you calling in. Chupacabras, they're around. The wormhole technology, in my opinion, has been harnessed, and we're utilizing it as we speak. It's just not open to us, the access to the public, but it needs to. It needs to be opened up to the public. Now, let's get to another caller, area code 203-203. You're live on Third Phase of Moon. How you doing today? 203 dropped out. Let's we got some feedback coming in. Let's go to area code 518. 518, you're live, Third Phase of Moon.
Hello?
Yep. Can you turn down your background audio? It seems like we're getting a little echo feedback. You good? Perfect. Hey, thanks for calling in. What's on your mind? Go ahead.
I can't hear you. Who are you talking to, Blake?
Yeah, you're talking to Blake. How you doing today?
Good. How are you? If this is
good,
upstate New York, just calling in. Finally got through. Thank you. I've been waiting to talk to you guys. I know what I have to tell happened a long time ago. I mean, I was a teenager, and of course it happened, when there was no cell phones or anything. Happened in the Lake George region. I was out there smelt fishing with my father, and what I saw, I know there was no way there was anything that we built that was flying in the air. It had the formation of the triangle, but it wasn't TR. They were orbs, and they were doing maneuvers that man can't do. It was pretty wild. You still there?
That's great. Yeah, appreciate it. So, what do you think these were? Interdimensional, exotic craft from our military, or something otherworldly?
I'm not sure. I want to say definitely it wasn't one of ours. I want to say. Not to my knowledge, anyway. It could be ours, but I'm going to say it wasn't, just by the maneuvers they were doing. Because
I have to agree. There's so much things out there. It's hard to make a difference between something from another planet or something that's technology from our own government, our own technology, because I think there's a blur. There's a blur between the lines of what is extraterrestrial and what is one of ours, because the technology that we're harnessing right now appears to be extraterrestrial, in my opinion, like the Tic Tac, the gimbal, the Go Fast. If these are in fact craft that are moving at 30,000 miles an hour or a second, these do resemble the UFO technology, it seems to me. But again, I think it's resembling extraterrestrial quality. I think it's reverse engineered, and it's a private corporation that's utilizing this stuff. Not our own government, but a private corporation. So they don't have to actually tell our president or any government faction of what they're actually working on, because they're a private entity. So they can keep it a secret. The government can't really keep secrets from anybody, especially the president. He has access to it all. Otherwise, it'd be kind of treasonous if they were keeping it a secret from them. So what's going on, in my opinion, is a technology that's being developed in a private corporation, and nobody, they don't need to tell any kind of government official what's going on, because they're a private corporation entity. Let's see, I got time for one more call. I appreciate that caller. Let's bring in area code 814. We got a few minutes left. You got something you want to share? Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the show. How you doing today?
Are you talking to me? Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. How you doing? Welcome to Third Phase.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tammy. I'm from Michigan, and in It was in 95, 4:30 in the morning. I had a craft next to my house hanging directly over the trees. It was about the size of a football field. I was standing 200 feet from it. It would black out your eyes, but it wouldn't illuminate the area. It was silent. There's a long story involved. I'm just making it short. It wasn't the first time. There was a time in '84 when 4 discs came down in my yard, like 20 feet out from the trailer I was in the middle of nowhere. And there was 4 of them that came down in formation, and they just came down together, and then they took off together. So I've had sightings my whole life, but those are the 2 big ones, and all kinds of paranormal stuff that goes on all the time.
So you were only 200 feet away from this craft that was a football-sized craft. Did it have any kind of give us some details. What was the shape of the craft? Did it have lights on it? What did it look like?
It was totally glowing. The whole thing that went over. My house was on top of a hill next to Lake Huron, right across the street from Lake Huron, Michigan, way up north. So the one end went over Lake Huron, and the other went clear over a block. There was a subdivision up there that didn't have very many houses in it. There wasn't very many people that lived way up there. So it was the size of a city block, and it was full on white, bright, black. You're out, like looking at a camera flash, bright. And if you looked really close, it had electrical, like red, green, blue, yellow, orange, like electrical going through it. I was holding my dogs, 3 big, huge dogs. So I had 300 pounds of dogs that were going crazy. So I yanked them in the house, and I ran down the hall, and I got my girlfriend up. She was 13, and I was 35 when this happened. And I grabbed a gun. I threw the dogs in. I grabbed Laura, and we went out and saw it again to see what, I'm freaking out here. And it was huge. It was, I paced it off. We were about 200 feet from it. It was right in our face. You can't, it wasn't flying around the sky. It was right there over the tree. So this is
that's crazy.
Been my story my whole life, because I'm 60 now. This happened in 95 when I was 35, and I'm 60.
I don't think a bullet against a football-sized craft is going to do much, but I could imagine the fear. Appreciate the call. Wow, it's a crazy encounter you had, but it sounds like continue. Call in maybe another time. Maybe we could get you back with some more detail. Appreciate it.
Okay. You guys take care.
Thanks, Tammy. Hey, this is we got a lot of stuff coming in, a lot of paperwork we still got to go over. I got to figure out how I'm going to get all these documents that we've been receiving over the past week to the public. We want to share it. We've been getting a lot of requests in regards to, we want to see all the documents so we could go over it. We're working on it. Just give us some time over here at Third Phase of the Moon. But in the meanwhile, you could go back, look at all the videos we've been putting up, and if you want to go over it, you could pause the picture, read some of the documents, and go over it a little more in detail if you'd like. But we're going to be coming out with the entire sequence of documents, from the DIA to the Los Alamos project, in regards to wormholes. It goes on and on and on, and we got a lot more documents coming in. So in the meanwhile, hey, if you like what you're seeing, if you like what Third Phase Moon is bringing to the public, the documents, the technology, the projects that our scientists have been working on, are they going to give it to us? Because I want it. If you want it, again, give us a big thumbs up, and stay tuned for more updates right here at Third Phase Moon. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies out there, and make sure to buckle up for our documentary, Countdown to Disclosure, the real technology behind the Space Force. It's going to be dropping February 16th, 2021. The real disclosure before this 180-day countdown to disclosure. We were here first. We named our documentary Countdown to Disclosure way before the Congress 180-day stuff. So there's some disclosure in our documentary. Make sure you check it out. We got Dr. Greer in there, Bob Lazar makes a statement. We got Michio Kaku, Michael Solid. The list goes on and on. It's a crazy documentary, and we're excited to break it down and bring it to the world February 16th, 2021 on all streaming services. This is Blake Cousins. Keep your eyes on the skies out there. Be safe. We'll see you next time.